Right, we're live and we're on time. We're actually a couple of minutes late, and that's my fault. Danny Mitchell actually walked through the door at 20-1, I think it was. You were here at 12:30.
Yeah,
I'm
I
shocked.
got here on time.
That's it. Danny, you were latest.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Still on time. I just got shown up by these two, basically.
That's it.
Everyone just thinks that I'm going to be late, so you just don't rush, yeah.
No, I actually was sat there on the computer. I'm like, this is never happening at 1 o'clock.
You were like, it's not going to be one, mate, don't worry. And then he walked in, you're like, oh, crap.
I better crack on.
As I say, when I walked in, I saw him like, what are you doing here?
He blamed it all on Jack Holt. So, Jack, if you end up listening
Jack's
to this...
long showers, but he's not here today, so...
I wonder what he's doing.
Long showers, eh?
I wonder what he's doing at shower for that long.
Yeah,
He's on his own?
He cleans himself thoroughly.
Yeah.
He does look like a clean guy. So shout out to our sponsor, Amazing Green CBD. I'm sure you've all been buying plenty of their products using our promo code AVT10. Have you tried the tea yet? I've not tried it.
I've not tried the tea, no. I've tried that 40% CBD, though, and it's fucking really strong.
Yeah?
I've even given some to my dog.
How did that go down?
Yeah, he just fucking chilled out. So
You said you wanted him to chill out a bit, didn't you?
yeah, it's great. I'm just going to stick it in his water all the time.
I might get some for my dog. My dog's a right yappy little, he's a Westie.
Yeah.
And he's just constantly bang, bang, bang all the time. I'm just like, Wallace. Wallace. And I'm just like, but I might get him some of that.
Yeah, a bit of CBD.
Yeah.
Chill him out.
Is it approved for dogs, Jessup? You'll know.
Yeah, I don't know if I should.
I know plenty of people that have given it to the dogs. It's like,
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah. If your dog,
But that 40% stuff, that is strong.
Must be with Rico's face on the bottle and all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not as strong as what King Mo gave me, but it's still pretty strong. And it's legal. That's the main thing.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't do that.
Do you want to give a quick rundown of that story?
Yeah,
Just a brief. Don't you want us to repeat it again? Just a brief.
Just King Mo gave me some things to eat, and I ate them, and I was just in a bad way for 24 hours.
A bad way or a good way? Bad way.
It was good
Yeah,
initially, and then it when it started to go downhill, it went downhill like a fucking...
Very bad,
Yeah.
very quickly.
I think you had to have. You had a night of no sleep until Jack Holt came in started stroking your hair, and you felt like you calmed down.
Was this just after one of his showers?
Yeah,
Just walked in as a fresh, clean, started stroking you, and that sobered you up quick. Yeah, I
It
understand.
was a good night.
What a party. Shout out to Protection Racket as well. Check them out. It's part of XS Guard. Chris at XS Guard. Let me find out what the actual handle is for Instagram so you can all go follow it. They're going to start taking pre-orders soon, I believe. Protection Racket. So it's Protection Racket Clothing on Instagram. Really cool. I'm actually impressed with the quality of the merch. You've got one as well, haven't you?
Yeah, man.
If you look on the Instagram, we've got you're on there, Rico's on there, the Yorkshire Gripper. Basically, everyone that's been on this podcast.
Where's my t-shirt?
Oh,
I need to have a word with Chris.
And your team XS is actually playing. He's actually got the XS guy. All his sponsors.
He actually messaged me. He's got my fresh gummy coming in. It'll be ready next Monday, ready for fight. I need to get one of these Protection Racket t-shirts and all.
I'm sure he'll look you up.
I'll have a word with him. I'll have a word.
yeah, there's some good potential with that. I think it's a good brand. You could have some sick.
I like what he's done. It's nice and
it's a smart logo.
It's nice and
like
simple. All his pictures are black and white, and obviously it's pay your dues, keep your teeth. That's the hashtag. So I like that.
Yeah.
A lot of time for it.
Yeah, it's sweet. I like it.
But I'm well impressed with merch.
Yeah,
I'm sure he'll get you one.
Yeah,
No doubt. So Danny, do you want to introduce our guest? Even though we've already had 2-3 conversations.
Yeah, this happens every time. But yeah, today we're joined by Mr. Jamie Faulding, long-time martial artist, fellow Doncasterian, if that's what you call us.
Doncaster.
Yeah. And fighting on Bellator. When's the fight?
It's next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Oh yeah, so fucking
yeah.
hell, I didn't even think it was that close. Shit.
Yeah, it's next Saturday.
So you're reaching the end of your training camp now, whatever.
Yeah, hard work. This week's been tough. This week's been tough. Hard work this morning.
Yeah.
But got to put it in, haven't you? Got to put it in, and then next week, obviously, take it off and that.
Yeah.
Getting ready, but it's been a good training camp, to be fair. It's been a good camp, and we've worked hard. I feel fit. I feel fitter than I've been in any other camps, and it's not just because obviously a step up on promotion as such, but just I guess you're always just getting better and better as you go, don't you?
Yeah,
but
every time.
I do feel right fit this one, so ready for it now.
Nice. And so, how did this come about? Obviously, we've seen a lot of your fights before. There were that highlight reel KO with the sidekick, which got shared everywhere.
We're going to bring that up already. Let's have I've got it prepared here.
We're into it.
Yeah.
So let's listen to what our big man has to say, the main man. Let's get it up, Jamie Faulding. Have you got on yours, Danny? Or do you want me to do it? I've got it. Yeah, I've got it.
Sidekick. And this dude, whoever this gentleman is, he really knows how to do it. What is his name?
I think that Jamie Faulding.
Yeah, click on his shit. I gotta follow that dude. He's a jiu-jitsu guy.
He hasn't.
He didn't follow you.
Nah.
He's gonna be tough.
Some serious fucking power with that front leg, but it's easily throw a front leg sidekick. And this dude, whoever this gentleman is, he really knows how to do it. What is his name?
I think that Jamie Faulding.
Yeah, click on his
So
shit.
that's the clip that you shared on your Instagram.
Yeah.
How did that feel to be mentioned on the biggest platform ever?
It was mad, mate. I so obviously did kick, and then it sort of like it circulated a little bit, and then it sort of died down, and then Robin Black did his breakdown.
Yeah, he did
that
breakdown.
1 minute breakdown on it.
Yeah.
And then obviously it like re-psyched it back up, and then Lawrence Kenshin did a breakdown on it. You know, the Thai striking breakdowns.
Yeah.
He did one, blew it up again, and then it were on that Brendan Schaub, you know, that Showtime show, like below the belt that he did.
Yeah.
And it were on that, but on that it were more like highlight reels of all different sort of like combat sports, so different knockouts and that. And he was commentating on it. He was like, "Oh, boom, sidekick to the dome," and it was proper sweet. And I was like, "Oh, that's ace." And then I was training one night, and I finished training and got back to my car. I looked at my phone had gone mad, like Instagram and all this, and it just blew up. And one of my students messaged me and said, "Oh, mate, you're on Joe Rogan. You've just been on Joe Rogan's show." And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." I thought it was going to be another like the Brendan Schaub one, another just like highlight reel. They played it amongst some stuff.
Yeah,
I thought that's pretty sweet. And I was like, "Oh, nice one." So I'm driving home, and the phone's hard down. And my phone was almost dead. I was like, "Oh, I can't watch it now because I know I'm on 1%. I won't be able to load it up." So phone's hard, Danny. And I says, "I've just been on Joe Rogan," and he's like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll ring you back in a bit." Bang. Got home and I sat down on my bed and I sort of like loaded it up and I started streaming to it. And then it was mad because, like I say, it wasn't just they didn't just play it clip. They spoke about it for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, they mentioned my name. They pulled my Instagram page up and they're looking at it. And he's like, oh, he's a jiu-jitsu guy too. Oh, he's going to be tough. And I'm like, yes. I'm like this. And our lassie's over there. I'm like, come here. Sit down. But thing is, she don't know. She's like,
yeah.
Is this
Who's this guy?
She's like, is it? I said, it's Joe Rogan. He's like, the not just the biggest podcast. He's the biggest podcast worldwide, not just martial arts.
Yeah, they've just released numbers. 30 million he made last year podcasting.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
And
we have made 30 pence.
What are we doing it a year? Bollocks.
and I just sort of like, I started watching it and just as I was just like this, like that, just looking at it, big grin on my face. And then she's like, I just wound it back, watched it again and again and again. And I was like, this is mad, because obviously he's someone who he prides himself on his kicking ability and he knows his kicking.
Yeah.
And for him to sort of like talk about it where he did, it just blew my mind. And and then obviously after that, loads of people started messaging me and saying this and that, and it was right good, yeah. Right. But he didn't follow me. Joe, if you're watching, he watches this show, doesn't he?
He does every week.
Yeah. Joe, follow me, man. Come on, you're playing that, lad.
It is amazing that, isn't it? Like, to be on the biggest platform.
Oh yeah, I think obviously, you know, something like that just got me out there. It got me out there and got a bit of notice and a bit of recognition and stuff, and it just changed everything. So like obviously a lot more people know me, and I've had other people messaging me and asking about my kicks and what's, you know, little bits and bobs. But yeah, it was wicked, and like I say, just the fact that he went into it for 4 minutes. And Dean Thompson were like, because he was guest on that show.
Yeah.
Dean Thompson, when we were training Tyron for Wonderboy fight, we were struggling to find sparring partners, and I'm like, I'll come for the next one. I felt like putting a message out. Anyone who's fighting Wonderboy, I'll come and do a bit.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm as good as Wonderboy, like, because he's like shit hot and he's very good. But I was like, I'll come and be a sparring dummy, fly me out, you know. And. But yeah, so it was good. It was bang on, like.
Yeah, because you have got a similar kind of lifestyle, really, to Wonderboy. When you look at, obviously, he's in the UFC now. He's well deep into his career, but he still has a traditional martial arts gym.
Yeah.
You know, where he teaches.
Upstate karate, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, so I've seen some some clips of him in the gym. He's got a pretty big YouTube channel, and there's a lot of clips of him like teaching and stuff in the gym, and it's cool to see that because you don't usually see that mixture too much anymore. But,
we've got our gym in Hull, mine and Danny's gym in Victus, and I'm still there all the time and teaching kids a traditional sort of style of martial arts, with uniform and belts and all that. And like say Stephen Thompson, he's down the same sort of route, down the same avenue. He's always in there. Obviously, he gets his training in, but he's still teaching. He's still giving back to martial arts.
He still does like katas and stuff in part of his training.
Yeah.
And,
Do you know what though? I'm not kidding because obviously, I've been training now a long time and done different gradings and stuff for belts and stuff. But when you do your black belt grading like taekwondo and stuff, it's hard work, obviously fitness and sparring sections and stuff. But me and our Danny always say the hardest bit is forms, katas. Because when you're doing them, if you're doing proper, if you're doing like and you're half-ass and that, then you can get through it and you're not tired. But if you do them forms proper and you're like bang bang and you're proper whacking them out, it's knackering. It's so hard. That's like when obviously when Danny were on Britain's Got Talent and that, their routines are only like a minute and a half long. Yeah. And it's like, and when they, after the show, they started doing different shows and gigs and stuff, and people saying, oh, can you do like 5 minutes? And Danny and Liam were like, nah, genuinely, because they're used to having singers and stuff. Like literally the stuff that we do, it's that intense. We can't do no longer than like 2 minutes. And because it's just like bang, 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 and you're just jumping, kicking, spinning, and it's just that sort of workout. So that gets you fit, that sort of workout overall, other than just sparring and tuck jumps and exercising.
Is he still doing any kind of shows or anything, Danny? No, is that kind of just concentrating on the gym now? And
He don't do that. He's fell out of love with it a little bit. He don't. I mean, after we had accident and he got back, he did a backflip and he can do flips again now, but he kind of dropped out of it. And it's once you get out of it, he's like, I'm not that bothered anymore. I've been there, I've done that sort of bit. I'm not that bothered about doing performances and stuff and gigs and that. But straight after the show though, they did loads. They were doing loads like bar mitzvahs and that. Not even kidding. They must have done. I'll have to ask him. I'll have to ask him. They did about 10 bar mitzvahs. Did like York, Sheffield, all of it. Their agent just said, "Oh, we've got another bar mitzvah for you," and they'd turn up and do a little bit of a routine, and then do bar mitzvahs and that. But like if Liam ever couldn't do it, or Danny ever, I'd like jump in and I'd do other side of it. And we did like a wedding before as well, which awkward as hell. These people had just got married, and then they brought us in, and we kind of went onto the dance floor and did this little routine, and then we were like, "Hey, it's in a bit," but we got paid for it, right? So we were like, "Nice, we'll come along." It was only Mount Pleasant, so it down road for us.
My sister got married there.
It's bang on, my mate. And I've got one later this year as well, next year. It's a good venue, like, but so they've done all sorts of different sort of shows and that, but they don't do it no more. No.
Crazy. Did you ever see any of that?
No, I didn't see any of it.
That's it.
No. Can you get it up on computer?
Yeah, basically, they did it. Liam messaged him. We've known Liam a long time through martial arts and that. And Liam messaged Danny and said, "Oh, there's this thing called Britain's Got Talent," because they did the second season, I think, in 2008.
Right.
So it was still relatively new. There's this thing called Britain's Got Talent. You fancy doing it? And Danny's like, "Oh, I don't know." He's like, Liam's like, "All right, be a good laugh, be a good laugh." And obviously they went along to audition. Just as a crack, just to have a bit of a day out sort of thing, because you did audition before you actually went to audition. You audition in front of producers.
Yeah, that's it. Because what you see on TV, they've already been looked at, aren't they?
Yeah. So when they get all
they get the best and the worst, don't they?
Yeah.
All on purpose to make a show.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not like there. Here it is. Yeah. This what I think Danny will agree with me in saying semi-final, which is playing now, were 10 times better. Final were crap. Yeah. I'll be honest. I was sat in audience and I was looking at it and I was thinking, oh my God, this is rubbish. Because they were so tired. Yeah. And they were so tired from the whole week, and it's a draining week for them. And
look at Amanda, she's loving it. She's like, fucking, she's foaming.
She will fill.
Foaming.
She will fill.
She's full. I can't believe you're fucking she's foaming. This is why we only made 30 pence.
That's why we struggled getting 30 million. Look at Amanda, she's foaming, gagging for it. And then on final, they actually, like, Britain's Got Talent told them, there were a load of stuff that they said, Danny and Liam did a routine, I think semi-final like Wednesday or Tuesday. So they set up a full new routine because they didn't expect to get through to final.
Yeah.
Set up a full new routine of a couple of hours, couple of days. And then on like the Friday, so the day before, all producers went, no, you can't have that music, you can't do this, you can't do that. And they had like weapons, so they're like karmas.
Yeah.
And they were going to do karmas and stuff, and they're like, no, you can't use them because it's knife crime. Can't use them, knife crime.
Yeah.
So they had to do a brand new routine for final, and it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Although they got a standing ovation from Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
Which I was like, Simon, sit down. But no, it wasn't that great at all. But yeah, and but then they said, it can't do that knife crime. And then there's a magician with a bloody sword like that. And I'm like, hang about.
Yeah, swallowing a sword.
They pick and choose.
Those little kids at home swallowing fucking toy swords.
They pick and choose what they want, but yeah, it was a good experience for them though.
Yeah,
bang on.
definitely. It got him out there, didn't it? And
yeah, right, good for him.
yeah, really good. Because obviously, so what a lot of people don't know is that I actually started very similar to you, and you know, I started in Taekwondo, and we were talking about it earlier, like Kim Stones, who was kind of like the godfather of Taekwondo, if you like. In Doncaster, we all at some point trained with him or trained with somebody who was under him, you know. So like I've got a little black belt certificate from Kim Stones at home, and
everyone like anyone who's done sort of Taekwondo, if you mention Kim, they're like, I've trained with Kim, I've done a bit with Kim.
Yeah,
everyone's done a bit with Kim. Like you say, he was sort of like, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
He was in like world championship team, and you know he did really good. Did Kim Stones?
Yeah.
Obviously, doesn't do it no more. But yeah, he's like one of the names. He's like a staple name of the Taekwondo sort of community.
Yeah.
Not just in Doncaster though, around country. You know, you mentioned Kim anywhere down south, up north. Everyone knows Kim Stones.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, he were a beast. He was like world champion. I think like the TAGB, like the original Taekwondo Association, he was one in that team, and then it all kind of broke off, and everyone got their own stuff. But I was training in Taekwondo with Kim's brother-in-law, Steve, and then you know I was training with Steve's son Nathan. We were talking about earlier, Nathan Pickle. So Nathan was really into this kind of, you know, doing the musical forms, doing like more of like the performance side of martial arts. And I just wanted to fight. I'm like, I want to spar, I want to do fighting, you know. So after a while, I kind of left and went into like kickboxing, and then started competing in like K1 style, and then I started doing grappling, MMA. I kind of like went off and
went down different
and he sort of stayed doing that for a little while, and you know, Danny were doing that, you were doing that, like, and then it sort of just stopped in my area. They just kind of stopped doing it, and I carried on my path. But yeah, we all kind of started in the same
sort of like community.
So it's crazy, really, to see the people who've come out.
20 odd years ago.
Fucking
long time, innit?
It is. It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it, because. Yeah, I was just a little kid doing. I love Taekwondo. I started doing Taekwondo. I wanted to be a boxer, but my mum and dad didn't want me to do boxing.
Yeah.
But they thought Taekwondo was more like, it's like a lot of bowing and respectful and stuff. So I started training every day. I was just in the gym, wanted to train and stuff. And then I remember my first grading. So I get like my first, at the time, I think it was like yellow belt or something. And they said, right, you know, we did all our katas and stuff. And then said, right, now you're going to do sparring. And at this point, I'd not even sparred in a class, which I don't know why it was part of the grading. Maybe I'd just not turned up to the right classes or some shit.
Yeah.
But he said, right, sparring. I'm like, all right. So I like put these gloves on, head guard, whatever, put all the pads on. And then they're like, right, go. So I'd never sparred. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'm in a fight here. So I remember just blasting this kid.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like 10 years old at this point.
Yeah.
And there's this other kid about the same age, and I just fucking blast him. I'm like, and they're like, whoa, stop. Right, separate us, right, go again. And I'm just running into him like, whoa, what are you doing? You know, just try and get like 1 point, don't go too hard.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, I was like literally fighting. And then,
and then you got kicked out, gym.
It was crazy, then they kicked me out. But no, then I just fully wanted to do martial arts. I'm like, this is what I want to do. I started watching like Bruce Lee films, Kung Fu films, and I was just making notes. I had like a little notebook, and I'd write down like all the moves that I knew, all the different blocks and that. Like, well, how many blocks do I know? Right. I
have
just
to
had
find this book. We need to
Yeah,
find
yeah,
it.
yeah.
book.
I burnt
Never
it.
read
I burnt it. Yeah. I started doing jiu-jitsu and set it on fire. But it's weird because I did that as a kid, and then started doing. I did a bit of Thai boxing, did this and that. Then I got into jiu-jitsu and I thought, this is it. This is like the fucking ultimate martial art.
Yeah.
And I just kind of fucked everything else off, and I just concentrated on jiu-jitsu. But then after a while, after I got better at jiu-jitsu, I thought, shit, all that other stuff I was doing is pretty useful. And I need to fucking get it, but I'd like sacked it off for so long, and then I started
set the
training.
book on fire. So
That's it.
It's all got its place, hasn't it?
Yeah.
All martial arts, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, taekwondo, karate, judo, jiu-jitsu, it's all got its place. They've all got the benefits.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu for then?
Started jiu-jitsu in 2010, so just over 9 years. Over 9 years. I mean, we've done bits with like Danny said, we were mainly taekwondo when we started, me and Danny, and we'd done bits. I think Paul Murphy used to come in like once a week to our gym with Stuart Wilkes' gym, and we'd do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But it was very loosely done as such. We were a taekwondo school and we did jiu-jitsu like once a week just to have it in his repertoire as such. And but yeah, and then we kind of like stopped doing it, and then started training for a fight. It was a show in Barnsley in 2010. It was only like a semi-pro one, so no headshots or like that. And we did a little bit with Murphy here and there, and he kind of like taught us what a triangle was. And he said, right, this is a triangle, this is guard, and just basic positions. And I'm like, yeah, I know, yeah, sound. And I kind of didn't have an appreciation for it as I should have done at that time. I think I was about like 17 or something like that, 18 maybe. And a couple of months after that, we put gi on, and that's when we put gi on, and we went down to Donny Martial Arts, and we started doing it proper then, and I fell in love with it straight away. It was nice to put a white belt on. You know what I mean? It was nice to put a white belt on and start fresh, and we started doing it. So it's about just over 9 years. We had a few breaks throughout the time, like from injuries and then accident that me and Danny had. We had a bit of time off throughout, but maybe accumulatively about 8 months out. But 9 years is how long we've been doing it now.
Yeah, because you just recently got your black belt, you and Danny.
Yeah, last Christmas time.
Yeah, which is a huge achievement. And like I say, you're training with Paul Murphy. So Paul was I wanted to get Paul in as well. Paul was my original. He's probably my only MMA coach I've ever had. I've had a lot of coaches. I've trained with jiu-jitsu guys, boxers, but out of all those coaches, the only one who really taught MMA was Paul, because this is like in the early days of MMA. You're talking.
You were one of the pioneers.
Early 2000s. He's teaching like kickboxing with mixed with like judo, because he's a judo black belt as well. He's teaching like judo but without a gi.
Yeah.
And he's mixing it together, and he's teaching stuff. We used to put a crash mat against the wall, and we do like cage work, but nobody even owned a cage at that point. It was like
we because we had that, like I say, we had that partnership, and he used to come in, but then he used to have these little like inter-club tournaments and stuff, and he'd have his jiu-jitsu guys, and he'd say to Stuart Wilkes, he'd say, oh, you want some guys, we'll do like some cross-combat stuff. This was before like there were MMA shows. We did cross-combat, so like this was like say years ago, before like MMA became a big thing in UK, and they'd have these jiu-jitsu guys come in and spar and have a fight with us who were taekwondo guys. So we'd come in and we'd try and fight them, but then they'd just grab all of us and go, just chuck us like judo and jiu-jitsu guys, and we'd be like, what the bloody hell just happened then? And like I say, and he started doing that like at Clay Lane and Parklands and that, and then it slowly came in, and then he started doing shows, and then it just blew up MMA, didn't it? And everyone started doing it. But yeah, he's like one of the first ones in the UK to sort of like do MMA as such.
It's crazy because I used to train at Clay Lane. I started teaching there as well for him, and then I fought at Parklands back in the day. So they were like the original shows, and then he started with the Ultimate Force show at the Dome. Which, eventually when that disappeared, and then that's when me and Dom started putting the cage steel events on to kind of continue what Paul had built, and Dave Mangum as well, who's not about at the minute.
No.
So he's in the hotel with bars on windows, I think. But hope he's doing all right. Stay strong, Dave.
Stay strong.
But yeah. But yeah, so yeah, Paul's a really cool guy, and like I say, he were like a pioneer back in the day teaching. Because he were like a sport jiu-jitsu world champion.
Oh yeah,
like in the fucking 90s or maybe even 80s. Sorry, Paul. You know you.
Yeah,
you
putting dates out there. you could have just said, a while back.
It was a while ago.
Dates out.
A long while ago.
He was sort of like top dogs. He was one of the top dogs. And like I say, you said we were going to try and get him on, but he's just a busy guy.
Yeah.
Busy guy. He's out killing folk. I
Yeah,
swear he's an assassin, mate. I'm not even kidding. There's this like running thing in gym where he's like, honestly, he'll say on Monday, I can't come in tomorrow. I've got to fly out. I've got some work to do in Bulgaria. And then you'll hear on news next day, massacre in Bulgaria. Or terrorists shot down in Amsterdam. And he was in Amsterdam. I swear. He's SAS.
Well,
he's SAS, you know?
he was in the army. He was in the RAF, wasn't he? He was in the RAF. So maybe
I'm telling you, look out for it. It'll come out in about because he can't say it now, obviously. You know, he's got to keep it down. But in about 20 years, look at he's one of the top dogs at SAS. I'm telling you now. Wait for it.
Yeah, fucking hell, crazy. It's like back in that Clay Lane gym as well. Neil Malpass used to always train there, so he's still at DMAC now,
he's still
teaching boxing. And
First time I sparred with Neil Malpass, he jabbed me from about 9 yards away. I'm not kidding. I was sparring, and I was like, obviously I knew he was good, and in his day he was really good. And he just bounced, and he just went, his jab just hit me, and it was like a bloody bat as well, And I'm like, how did you hit me? You're not even up mad. You were still taking your shoes off. But yeah, he's handy as Neil Malpass, like.
Yeah. I used to spar with him, and like you say, he's got a really good jab, and after a couple of years training with him, he threw a right hand at me, and I was like, fucking hell. I said, you've never thrown a right hand, you always just jab. And he's like, he said, you're getting decent now, so I'm going to start using my other hand.
I need to use my right hand.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. But yeah, he beat John Fury, Tyson Fury's dad. He beat him back in the day.
I got posted up.
I posted it because I was getting some gates fitted, and I needed to dig my hedge out. Yeah, so I've got this hedge, and I was getting some bigger gates for my garden. So I said, can anyone come and pull the hedge out? Get a 4-wheel drive, tie it to the roots, and pull it out. And Malpass messaged me. He's like, I'll come down now. so he pulls up outside my house. He's got like his 4-wheel drive, like I think it's like a big fucking old Mondeo or something. And he opened boot, and it's just full of tarmac. He's just got tarmac in the boot of his car and loads of shovels. I'm like, fucking hell. Have you been tarmacking out back of your car? He's like, yeah. He said, I've got this car park, and I've just tarmacked it all. I just put it all in my car.
He's a different breed of man.
I'm like, fucking hell, you crazy. And he just fucking, because what's Malpass now? He must be 65 years old.
He's getting on,
yeah. And he gets his shovel, he fucking digs these roots up, ties them to his car, drives off, pull all the edge out. And I'm like, sound, mate. I'm like, what do you want? Do you want some money? And he's like, nah, see you later. Just fucked off.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was crazy. I had to grab a quick picture of him. I'm like, this is mad. He's from other side of Donny. He's just turned up. He's got tarmac in his car. He's fucking pulled my edge out, and he's fucked off.
Yeah.
Like, what a legend. What a legend.
You love them type of people, don't you?
Yeah.
Them type of people I've got time for. You know what I mean?
That's why I like Doncaster, me, because it's random. You know what I mean? There's more random things.
There's all sorts of folk, isn't there?
Yeah, I remember driving home. This was a couple of years ago now. I've been at a show, and I was driving home, and as I'm like getting into Thorn, there's like a big bridge. It says like "Welcome to Thorn." You go underneath that, and there were just 2 kids having a fight at the side of the road. They were just like fighting with each other, and I just laughed. I thought, this is quality. And I drove a bit further, and there were just 2 lads on a fucking plaggy, no helmets on, just fucking flying down the road. I'm like, this is it. This is what I want. This is what I want life
to be like. You don't get this down in London.
Just like random fucking things happening. Yeah.
Like an alien zone to Josh.
I was going to say, I was just looking at Josh, and Josh is like this. He's like, I have no idea.
We don't have that down here.
Oh, behave.
You're going to make some running joke, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. He's definitely...
Posh Josh.
You mean they were having
Posh
Josh?
What's he saying?
Posh Josh.
Oh, I'm not having this. I wasn't so bad before I joined Navy, and then I went joined Navy, came back, and everyone's like, yeah, you're middle class now. I'm like, bastards, is that it? Let's get 'em over.
Because at working class going army, we've been through this before.
This is it. It's well known cannon fodder, innit? You don't want to do with GCSEs, I'm just going to get shot at instead. That's what I'm surprised you didn't do that, to be fair.
No, I got apprenticeship, didn't I?
Right, clever.
He was that kid in motor mechanics at school. You know, that kid who like not very good at anything. We'll just make him do mechanics instead.
Put him in that.
Actually, that was my second one. Or painting first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair dues. Hey, there's a job for everyone, isn't there?
There is. Yeah, crazy. Like, Donny's a mad place, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you know, we work in Hull. Me and Daniel, I got our school in Hull.
Why did you choose that? Why did you choose that as a?
Just out of respect for Stuart Wilkes. You know, obviously we taught for him straight out of school from being 16, and obviously that's in Armthorpe, which is like centre at Universe for me. Armthorpe. It is though, isn't it? Come on, let's have it right. It's best village.
My first gym was there. Yeah,
it's best village in Donny.
I used to ride crosses there because they've got a big motocross track there.
Exactly.
They've
got
just
everything.
next to the motorway. Yeah,
It's class. Yeah,
They've got everything. They've got about, I'm not kidding, at one point I think they had 10 pubs. It's in one village. 10 pubs in one village.
Thorne's got 22 pubs and clubs.
Thorne, can you class it as a village though?
I really want to go to Thorne. Can we take the podcast to Thorne one week?
It's just on the outskirts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Thorne's got a lot of things.
Yeah,
we'll not get into it, but Thorne's got a lot of things.
A lot of drug dealers.
But yeah, so we didn't want to sort of like open up in Donny and tread on his toes, and because obviously as much as we wouldn't have like said to people, "Oh, come wheels," there would have been people that say, "Oh, can we come and train with you?"
Yeah, you get that natural.
Me and Danny
crossover,
were the ones who were teaching the classes and that, so we thought, where can we go? And we'd done some work in Hull at with the NHS, going into schools and teaching stuff, and loads of people were asking, "Oh, where can we carry on training with?" And we'd say, "Oh, Doncaster," and it's ages away. So we thought, should we go and have a look in Hull? And we went and had a look round Hull, and we thought, it's not a bad area this, and there's not many sort of like professional martial arts schools here aimed towards kids. There's a lot of there's quite a few like MMA gyms and stuff, but you know, there's not a lot of professional martial arts, like traditional martial arts here. So we said, let's give it a shot. So it's like rented a hall out, started teaching, got like 10 students, 20 students, and it built and built and built. And then we said, right, you know, it's working. So we rented a place out, and it's just gone from strength to strength. And we've sort of said, oh, we'll probably stay here now. I'd never moved there though.
Yeah,
I'd never moved there. Not that it's a bad place. I like Armthorpe too much and Donny. Do you know what I mean?
I'm exactly the same. Obviously, my gym's just round the corner from here, and I live in Thorne, and every day I travel like 45 minutes.
Yeah, same for us. It's about 40 minutes. Yeah. Luckily, we don't have to go over that bridge, over that flyover in Hull. That's where Smith and Nephew is.
Yeah.
Going over there is a nightmare, just like any time of day.
Yeah, what's it called, that road?
Clive Sullivan Way.
That's it, Clive Sullivan Way.
Yeah, we don't go anywhere near there. We go under Humber Bridge and Whitfirst turnoff.
Yeah.
You know, for Hessel.
Ah, right, Hessel, yeah.
Yeah, we're up there, and then we're down industrial estate. So it only takes about 40 minutes. But if we had to literally, the other side of that bridge, if we had to go over that bridge, we'd probably take about an hour 20.
Yeah.
Because it adds on half an hour, that bridge, sometimes, depending on time of day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it gets busy.
But yeah, so that's why we're out there,
Yeah, nice.
Out there.
I sometimes end up that way. I used to go to that big Chinese restaurant, you know, on Mr. Chew's.
Mr. Chew's,
But it's closed. I went last time and it was shut. I was like, shit. But there were lights on inside.
Well, I think it flooded.
I thought, I read an article saying it flooded.
Yeah.
So, but I could see lights on inside. I'm like, should we just try and break in and see what's happening?
Yeah.
I always thought in my head, but I remember it, like having a meal there and looking around, I thought it'd be cool as fuck to like teach martial arts in here as well, because it's like a temple, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could like hire it out, and when people aren't eating, you could teach fucking kung fu or something. It'd be pretty sweet.
It'd be good, that.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there's next
You might
plan
take
for us.
over Mr. Chew's. Yeah.
Take over Mr. Chew. I'll put it to Danny. I'll see what he says.
Yeah,
We'll have a look.
authentic martial arts. That is the thing with a lot of martial arts, especially traditional martial arts. Like, it's like stereotypes. But if you like looked in the paper and there were 2 adverts for martial arts, and there were, you know, me teaching taekwondo, and there were like a Chinese guy teaching kung fu, you'd go and train with a Chinese guy because you'd be like, fuck, this guy's like fucking
legit.
Yeah. But he might be shit.
He might be crap, but he's Chinese.
Yeah, that's it. It's like a proper stereotype. Like,
well, that's it. That stereotype. If you're walking down, and again, it's just with that sort of like area of the world. You see a Chinese guy, you kind of think, he did taekwondo when he was a kid, because that's what you'd think, and you think, be careful, he'll be like Mr. Miyagi him.
Yeah,
you know, don't cross him. It's just some random guy walking down the street, and you think he'll jump, spin, kick my head off in a minute if I cross him, sort of thing. Just because, like you say, that stereotype of that, you know, all Asia because they do. To be fair, like you see, a lot of them do it. You see films like Bruce Lee, the Dragon, one with Jason Scott Lee. That bit at end where he's stood on top at on top at like brick bit. And they're all just out there, and there's like hundreds of them. But that's legit how they train out there.
Yeah.
They just have a massive field, and they all just train. They're like, bah, hey, and they just do that all day.
Yeah.
It's so that's why. But
I love that. I love that like culture. I used to love Bruce Lee films growing up and stuff. I'm obsessed with martial arts. Like I still watch kung fu films now.
Yeah.
Like as ridiculously bad as they are. Like I'm a big fan of the Shaw Brothers films, which Chris Gauls as well from Excess Guard. He's a big fan as well, so we often talk about it. But like the ridiculous films,
like I just love how it doesn't match. Like you want to fight me? And then I love it, mate. It just makes like the sort of like the scenes, they just make no sense, but it's just fighting, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it how there's always like a guy who can't be beat, but he's got like one weakness, and no one knows what it is.
No one knows.
But there's one style that can beat it, and you've got to find, you've got to go into the mountain and find this ancient master, and he's going to teach you this style, and you can beat him. Pretty much every kung fu film follows that same story. Yeah, it's mad, but I love it. I love that cheesy fucking thing.
Yeah, I think still best of the best is my favourite martial arts film.
Well,
I'd have to say.
Actually, I'm gonna fucking drop a bit of info here. So you're talking about best of the best, yeah? So classic martial arts film.
Oh, he's gonna slate it, innit?
No. This is
actually world exclusive
this
now.
This is a world exclusive,
Watch
yeah.
out. Joe Rogan, you listen, watch out for it.
So obviously you got best of the best. You got films like Bloodsport. I really like Bloodsport.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, but Danny's just rang me this morning. He said, I'm fighting with Jessie, his daughter. She's only like 3. And they like have like little fights. He's taught her to say mate when he gets her in an armbar or something. Honestly, legit. Like, and he forgot about it. And he was messing with me this morning. He sort of like grabbed her arm, started pulling, and she goes mate. And he said, I heard that. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Go on, sorry.
Like that from Bloodsport. Kickboxing. You got all these sort of like classic martial arts tournaments. Karate Kid. You know what I mean? You're in this tournament. You get to the final. So I had this idea, right? So you've got loads of good fighters, all in the UK, but you've got a lot of fighters who don't have any wins, yeah? They turn up, they get beat, maybe they do it for money, they're just like a journeyman or whatever, they just turn up, they have a fight, and then, and that's what they do, that's just what they do, they're not there to win or whatever. So I thought, what about if we gave all those people a chance to fight each other in a tournament?
You do it best at worst.
No, I'm gonna. No, so my first. Listen to this. So I thought the way to get in this tournament. So there's going to be 8 people. The way to enter, the only way you can enter is you must have no wins in MMA. Right. Okay, so you must have a losing record, but you cannot have a win. Right. So we have found 8 people.
Oh, is this legit happening?
This is legit happening.
Oh, mate.
This is happening, yeah? Jokingly, this is jokingly. So...
someone's going to get a win.
I know, yeah. I was speaking to Darren...
Many. 4 people who get a win to start with.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So I was speaking to Darren Moffat.
Bit of charity. You've got to help people, haven't you?
Yeah, I was speaking to Darren Moffat, who's like journeyman liaison. He sorts a lot of he sorts a lot of last minute fights out, and I'm like, we could do a prize fighter, but for journeymen, and then the winner. So if you win an 8-man tournament, you've got 3 wins on your record. We do it pro MMA. So he's like, yeah. He said, what can we call it? And jokingly, I'm like, you could call it shite fighter instead of prize fighter. But I'm like, no, that's too fucking derogatory. I said, I was thinking, like, what can we call it? And I thought, best of the rest.
Best of the rest, yeah.
Best of the rest instead of best of the best. So I've even made a logo and everything.
Is this going to be on Mark's show? Is this going to get announced?
I'm going to do this. So I used, look, that's the best of the best logo, but with best of the rest.
You got a logo.
I've used the exact logo.
Best of the rest.
Look at that. So
that's the same logo as well, isn't it? Pretty much.
Yeah.
The best of the best film. You just changed it to rest.
Yeah. Jamie Lee Smith did it for me. Cheers, mate. But yeah, so it's the logo from the film. I just changed it to best of the rest.
I love it.
So what we're going to do is, we've got 8 guys. They've got 0 wins on the record. They're going to fight pro MMA, 8-man tournament in one night. and the winner is going to get 3 wins, a bit of money, and a nice belt. And
This is amazing.
yeah,
Danny, just proving how many Bangstead headies had there.
yeah.
Well, this is exciting.
No,
this-
I think this is
This
bang
is
on.
it.
This
People are going to want to see this because the difference is, yeah. Say you get a journeyman, yeah, and he's turning up to fight. Like, he knows he's going into the fucking lion's den. He knows, like, I'm going to this fight. This guy's really good. I'm gonna, I'll try, but I'm probably gonna get beat or whatever. But I'll give it my best
give it a
shot.
go.
But with this tournament, they're all fighting each other, so they're all game as fuck. They're all like, I'm gonna fucking win this. I could fucking beat these guys. So they're all fucking amped up. So we've got like 8 guys now who all think they can win this tournament. It's not like
Have you got a plan for a date of this? When
we're looking at May.
looking at May?
It's going to be in my gym, and like I say, Pro MMA rules.
Have we not got a date yet for Risk? Have we got a date?
So we're looking at 30th of May, but that may change depending on KSW because they may be on the same day.
Right.
So we may have to go the week after.
In June.
Yes.
Yeah.
So may do the first week of June, but yeah, it's going to be fucking crazy, and I think people are going to want to watch it.
This
because
show, you've got to imagine this show's getting better and better.
I'm going to be there.
Risk in the year that, just over a year now that I've known it, we've gone from strength to strength.
There's a new element.
There's a new
time.
tournament.
Yeah.
First time, last time, myself and Adam Bramall commentated on it.
Yeah.
So that means that this time we've
That
got...
were good.
Do you know what? Next year he's gonna say, right, what's gonna happen in Risk? Right, we're gonna have these fights. Round 1, if there's no finish in round 1, we chuck in a screamer stick.
Yeah, everyone gets a weapon.
Yeah, and you get a weapon of choice.
Like
you get to look at. We bring in the wall. You have a look. You're like, hang about which one? Nunchucks, stick, bow staff, sword. I like that. Bang, and then there you go.
You're on to something.
Have
Yeah.
you seen Battle Royale? Have you ever seen that film?
Yeah.
Where
I
it's
have,
like a lucky dip, isn't it? Like one of them gets a gun, one gets off like a frying pan.
Yeah.
That's what it should be, like a lucky dip.
There's 2 different ones. There's like an American one, but then there's the original Chinese one, isn't there?
Yeah, the original one.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Where they just drop them all.
It's a
on
good
an
concept. You should do it.
I think Risk is actually making a run at Cage Steel. I can feel it. Like if I were
Yeah,
going to make
taking over.
It's taking over.
Mm.
It's coming, isn't it?
Because you're taking a risk on things, you know what I mean? He's taking a risk on this. He's creating tournaments for
Yeah.
let's
For the
we'll
lesser.
not say the worst, we'll say the rest, like you say.
There you go.
He's creating tournaments.
Because these guys, what if? So let me give you an example. So one of the contestants is famous in UK MMA, Wes O'Neill. He is actually the favourite at the minute. He's the heavy.
I
he's
thought
the-
he had one win.
not in MMA.
Ah.
There you go. So he's won a boxing match by disqualification, and he's also won a kickboxing match against a fellow journeyman who was also in the tournament who wants revenge. So
Who's
there's a fucking storyline to this.
Who did Wes fought on the
He
last
fought-
Risk, didn't he? He did. Were there on the last
Oh, I'm
Risk?
not sure. But he fought Marcus Hammond in Sheffield in a Thai boxing match. Fuck knows why this even happened. But they fought, and Wes won with leg kicks, I believe. So Marcus wants revenge, you know what I mean?
yeah.
He wants
Well,
revenge.
I remember when I seen that John Spencer and Reece Street fought, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they fought twice, you know.
And they fought twice, and I see them 2 names together, and I'm kind of like, this is fantastic, and this is what you're doing. This is what you're bringing to the people.
So this is the next level. So Reece and John have got like quite a few wins in MMA, a lot of knockouts. Yeah, the knockout artists.
Like you say, they're good, aren't they?
Yeah, they've got a lot of submission losses or whatever, but they've got a lot of knockout wins.
yeah.
Like that, the majority of the wins are knockouts. So I will do a tournament for kind of guys with wins and negative records in future. But this first one's going to be guys with 0 wins.
They're too good for this tournament.
Yeah, honestly, that's it. That's like another level. Yeah.
There's
So
tiers. It's like they're like League 3, is it? I guess, and you're doing like a Conference North tournament.
Yeah.
See, what's going to happen here is these guys are going to sell all the tickets, 100%. Like we're going to fill AVT.
Oh yeah, I can see
Just
this
on the
taking
back
off,
of
mate.
their ticket sales.
It's going to be because it's going to be competitive. It's not like these guys are turning up and he's going to get smashed. It's like this is going to be competitive, and who knows what could happen. Like Wes O'Neill wins this tournament.
That could be the start.
He's like, shit, this is it.
This
He's
is the
gonna
start.
have
Change the
3
game for him,
pro
doesn't
wins.
And why not do like a grappling event, but you can't
Oh,
have
fuck
any
grappling
grappling
shit.
training at all?
You just got to get guys off
You
street.
just got to come in and try.
Yeah.
No.
On that note, that's a good lead-in to the fucking guy fucking paralysing himself doing a fucking flying armbar because
Oh, I still haven't seen this.
that is the kind of shit what is going to happen if you do that. So
Yeah.
let's not do a grappling tournament with no
What's so
experience.
just for the best
Oh,
of the
let's not do that.
best of the rest? What's the weight class for this?
Right.
We're doing under 74 kilograms just because Wes O'Neill is 74 and he's the biggest in the tournament. So
What's
he's
your weight?
he's the current favourite.
66 and walking around it.
Mate, you need to get in this tournament.
Get
It's,
us in.
it's on about having his debut. Can we get Jessup on?
I don't think he's up to scratch. To be fair,
Come on.
I think Wes would.
Jessup keeps
I
saying
think Wes would stop him leg kicks.
he put,
round one.
he put a video on Instagram 6 months ago. He took bags. I think that's the last time you hit the bag. I think so. Like we're on.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
He's got his blue belt, so that's his obviously. They know he's going to go for grapple.
He's going to be like Hoist. He's going to come in with gi on.
Yeah.
And he's just going to. It's like UFC 1 all over again.
He's going to come in with gi on. Start wrapping it
Fucking
around his
hate
ego.
You can't. I saw you teaching last night.
Yeah, I know.
That's it.
I pretty much only teach it, gi. I don't do a right lot of training in it now. I'm getting about 2 a week in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like 5 no gi.
We had his private session on Friday night with you, didn't we? Last week. There were only me and you that turned up. We were good.
Still
good
excited
deal.
over that, are you?
Yeah, I'm well excited. This is an actual quote from Mr. Danny Mitchell, black belt. You cannot escape that Kimura, which he was talking about my Kimura on Jessup.
Yeah.
Right, I tapped out, fair game. Hey, we're all sportsmen here.
100%.
Jessup went up to Danny, how do I get out of that? And he said, you cannot get out of that. So that's a quote now forever. I've
Yeah,
retired
you
from
can't get out
jiu-jitsu
of it.
because I've got my stripe and my white belt. I
got
came
my
over to him and
stripe.
he said that you cannot get out of it. So
You've won.
I've
No
won.
can defend.
Although you may well have won a nice pretty medal, but you got deprived,
fucking
didn't you?
hell, yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
So
you
obviously-
got deprived of your joy and your celebration.
We're actually getting Jake on. So Jake from Empire is actually coming on the podcast.
to
at some
apologise,
point.
I hope. No.
It was bad, that, wasn't it?
Oh,
to
it's terrible, mate.
grovel.
So yeah, I was there. And obviously, I was coaching a couple of our guys, and I seen Josh, and I think I missed his gi, and he was doing no gi. And I said, "Oh, have you been on yet?" And he's like, "Oh, I've just won my first fight." And I'm like, "Nice one, mate." He said, "I'll be on again." I said, "Right, well, I'm coaching a few guys. I'll run over. Obviously, I'll get them coached, help them, and then if there's like a lull where I'm not coaching, I'll come over and watch." And so I coached a fight. Went back over. I said, "You been on yet, Josh?" He's like, "Nah, it's big category though. Big category. I haven't been on yet." I said, "All right, sound. I've got another one. I'll be back in 10." When coach come back, he's sat there. He's dry.
Yeah.
Our
It's like
clap
dry.
called, our fucking freezing.
And I'm like, "You not been on yet?" He's like, "No, I've got to be next." I says, "Wait, well, we're all finished now." I said, "I'll stick around and watch. I've got to get home, like, but I'll stick around and watch."
Yeah.
I think I've got one more, but it's in like half an hour or so. And he's like, yeah. And they called 2 more guys up. I'm like, bloody hell. 2 more guys up. I says, "Josh, go and have a word, mate. 'Cause this isn't right, this." And he's gone up and they just said, they've gone, "Oh, you didn't win." And he's gone, "I did.
I was the first match
I
of the
did.
category.
I won. I subbed him." And they went, "Oh no, we've put this guy through." And he's like, "Well, what happens?" And he's like, "Well, he's already had that fight."
They were like,
where
they
you should have
literally
been.
said, you can fight on losers match if you want.
Yeah.
I said, fucking, that's piss off. I said,
You can go into losers bracket if you want. It's like, no. Why would I want to do that? But yeah, so, and then he walked over to me and said, they thought I lost. And I said, "Oh, mate, that's horrible. That's proper
But
bad."
like, I don't know. I've not done many
You maybe
tournaments.
just look like a
So
loser,
I didn't
I don't
know. I didn't know what I
Well,
was
this is
supposed
the
to
thing,
do.
because they had these losers
That posh
brackets.
guy over there, that one shit.
Get the video up.
Because they had this losers bracket, obviously it was a bit of confusion.
Yeah.
So like this guy who obviously you beat, he'll have heard his name and thought, "Oh, I'm having one of these losers fights." So it's not like his fault. He's not like thought,
No,
they've messed up.
Nah,
here.
it's fair game, like-
he's gone up and obviously thought, "Oh, I've got one of these losers fight." Little did he know he's in semis.
Yeah.
But
You know,
like, I felt like the
Did he win
start.
gold?
This is what I was saying. I need to find out if
Imagine,
the guy
yeah.
that you beat
I didn't even look.
went on to win.
I stormed off me, but
Shit.
it was one of them where like
That means you can award yourself gold if he won
the
it.
first match went
by
so
default.
the first match went so well, like a sub within like 90 seconds, and then you were there, Danny Sturk were there. There were loads of people around. I thought, oh, this is pretty cool. I've got like people I know are here. I can have a match. It'll be good. This, and I thought I can put on a show, or just get fucking tapped out. Like either way, it'll be they're there to help. And I never got to.
And then
never
you
got to do it.
didn't get to showcase your skills.
Shit.
But yeah, Brian Lacey's still running scared as well, I believe. Like, poor Brian. So we've got Danny over a year ago. I just started, and Brian Lacey were like, I think he's got 3 stripes on his white belt. And Danny suggested we have like a podcast, like super fight, a white belt super fight is what you described it. Because at the time he's doing the One Punch podcast with Brad Pickett.
All this highlights is that Danny don't care about anyone who's like at top at game. He just wants the little guys to
I just want
fight it out.
I'm like Caesar. I just want to sit on that throne and just be like, you fight that.
You'll see Danny there off a front. He's like this. You're like,
In fact, while we're talking about Brian Lacey, so following on from last week's show, we talked about. So I tried to get Brian this job with. So I randomly, my company got picked for doing the. They asked us to do the content for the Badminton World Championship. So it's at the NEC in Birmingham in March. They're like, right, we need to do all this content. So we're in France at the beginning of the week doing this filming, and I'm spoke to the guy that's running it, and he's like, we're looking for a commentator, like a colour commentator, to come and commentate on this Badminton World Championship.
yeah.
So we found a comedy guy, but he's pulled out, and I'm like, I know the guy. I know a guy that can do this. So I phoned Brian Lacey. I'm like, Brian, what do you think of this job? Do you reckon you can do it? He's like, yeah, anything like. So the show's called Never Mind the Shuttlecocks. He goes, anything with cocks in the title, I'm there. so I goes back to Rob, the guy that's running it, and I says, look, this is the guy for the job. I'm like, this is his rate. Do you want him? So this is an exclusive. Brian Lacey is actually hosting.
doing it, yeah.
He's going to be like hosting the.
Never mind the
Badminton World
shuttlecocks.
Never mind the shuttlecocks. So we've got Brian a job. That's cool, isn't it?
And funny enough, this week I think I've got Brian a job as well. So he owes us double. He owes us double.
What have you got him a job doing?
Commentating on a no holds barred bare knuckle Vale-Tudo tournament in Poland.
Never.
Yes.
There you go.
Wow.
But
There
it's
you
the
go.
fucking same day Rico's fighting. So I was actually going to be in this tournament.
Right.
But Rico's fighting the same day. So
What is MMA fight?
No, it'll be bare knuckle.
BKB.
March 23rd. So it'll be Rico's defense of his belt against Jimmy or Tyler, whoever wins.
We should be on commission then. We're basically like an agency now, aren't
Basically, yeah. So
we? We're his agent.
Yeah.
Right. Brian, come on, give us a kickback, mate.
50%.
Right, so we were talking about this guy that's hurt himself for doing jiu-jitsu. Do you want to show us it?
Yeah, it's a bit worse than his hurt himself, but
Can you go full screen as well?
we'll,
Get our reactions.
no, I can't.
I
No?
hate this stuff though because you
Full
like
screen is
you're watching it and it
unavailable.
just
Alright.
makes you.
Right, here he goes, setting up the flying arm bar.
He don't set it up.
Well, yeah, that's the problem, I think.
Which guy am I looking for? All right.
That guy.
Oi. So he's paralysed. Yeah, paralysed.
That's bad.
What, neck down?
Yeah.
Just
It
proper
don't really
potato.
matter, does it?
Oh,
You know,
That
you're
is
paralysed.
fucking-
It ain't going well for you.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if he's going to recover from that shit. Like, that's fucking serious, isn't it?
You shouldn't try that
From
stuff if you don't know
not
what
being
you're doing.
able to use the rest of his body, he's not going to recover from that.
I did that
He's
in my
proper
my
fucked.
very first jiu-jitsu comp.
Yeah.
Like literally, we'd been training
Not that you
jiu-jitsu.
didn't.
Not that. But no, a flying armbar.
Play
and I landed it as well, but I shouldn't have done it because that
Fucking
sort of
hell.
stuff happens if you don't know what you're doing.
It's like that's where he's broke it.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Other guys just
Get the X-ray up
disengage,
on
don't
end of
they?
that. Just look at the X-ray at the end of this video. Go back a bit.
That were a
back.
slow-mo on it.
Back. Yeah, we don't need to see that in slow
Keep
motion.
going back.
There.
Keep going
Look
back.
at the snap.
Oh, dear me. That is
see,
bad.
It's basically in line with his chin, is where he snapped his neck. So there. Fuck.
That is fucking bad shit.
Yeah, that's not good.
I
is it?
hope he fucking recovers from that somehow because
He ain't recovered. Look at it. His bones are like
People
his
do.
spine.
He's sort of like,
Joseph's like
people do recover from that kind of shit. I guess some people.
Don't know.
But
even fucking
He'll
even
need a lot of steps.
He's thinking,
the stem cells.
he's thinking Monty Python, Holy Grail. He's like, it's the flesh room. It's all right. He'll recover.
Shit.
They have done a paralysed guy with stem cells. Not that though. He'd been stabbed in back
That's
and
so bad.
they repaired it.
Why
but
did you show us that?
And he wants to do a fucking
Top
jiu-jitsu tournament with people
who don't know what they're doing. It's just going to be that. You have to have 3 ambulances on standby.
Fuck's sake. Oh man, crazy.
What else have you got on his list of?
That ain't good.
Makes me want to not fucking.
Your best pal McGregor's been up to some antics again.
He's making
What's he doing now?
This motherfucker's making it really hard for me to have that picture in my office.
What's he done now?
Have you not seen the video that came out yesterday?
There may be a video of him in some other girl's bed.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's like a proper little.
Is it definitely him or is it James Gallagher?
I think as they described, it's like a crack whore. Is what they've described. Look at her. Not my quote, but most of the media outlets are saying the music's the best. Play the music with it.
You can't. It's copyright.
Oh,
So, but due to the music, this video is definitely within the last 12 months. Because the song that's on in the background that she's lip syncing
Does
to,
look like him, doesn't it?
Is it? So people are like, nah, he's got a tattoo on his left arm. So
it's
if,
on Snapchat
if
and
you-
they flip it on Snapchat.
yeah. So and if you do forward facing camera, it's like opposites. It's like a mirror effect. So if you look at his right arm, which is actually his left, he's got a tattoo and his watch, and it's all him. It's fucking him. Of course it is.
Yeah, his nose is unmistakable, isn't it? It's his nose that gives it away. That's
shit.
But what I said was, poor guy's got 2 kids at home. Why is she playing music so loud? He's just trying to get his head down. Do you know what I mean? You got a missus, 2 kids at home. He's probably just tired.
Tired. He's
Like,
been
everyone's,
training.
everyone's reading too much into this. Do you know what I
Just
mean?
having a little rest.
Just
innit?
having a kip.
That's it.
So
Don't know what else to add to it.
I guess
you
no
know.
one's disputing the fact that that's McGregor.
It looks very. That's the first
Yeah.
time I've seen it, but
Yeah,
it,
the first time I've seen it, and yeah, it does.
it looks very much like him, doesn't it?
yeah.
It may also have McGregor's very distinctive watch on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean,
Zoom in on it.
just don't, like when you're that
What,
famous.
what do you say? The song shows it's the music shows that it's recent.
It's within
you
the
say?
last 12 months at least.
So it's
'Cause
a
the
recent-
song,
it's a
the
recent-
song were only released 12 months ago, and she's lip syncing to it, so
Yeah,
it's not like someone could have put the music in after.
yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah. But you could tell it's from recent because obviously it's put a bit of size and honey. Obviously, you could tell it's not from before.
And now you're watching Ancient Aliens by the look of it.
I tell you what, you can get
Seek
lost
the
on
truth.
YouTube, can't you?
Get down a
The
rabbit
amount,
hole
the
there.
amount of times I've been on YouTube and just got absolutely lost and I ended up watching some stuff and I'm like, an hour's gone by and I'm like, what am I doing here?
You're
What's-
watching somebody cleaning ancient coins that they found. Or something. You're like, why the
Yeah.
fuck did I end up on this? I just wanted to watch instructionals on fucking arm bars.
Yeah.
You end up at 3 o'clock in the morning believing in flat Earth. It's like bollocks. What we're doing here.
No, I've
Shit.
never gone that deep.
I watched something on Flat Earth the other day and it's still, I mean, what's your take on it?
I don't know. I've not really done much into it.
Wait
but I
till we
saw-
get Dean Garnett on this podcast, and he will go deep. You're gonna need
What,
some
is he a
fucking
flat
very,
earther, like?
you're gonna need
Is
some
it-
very strong CBD for that podcast.
I saw there were a guy that was sort of pushing for flat Earth on this morning.
Yeah, that's the one I watched.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
And I
It's
don't-
very believable, isn't it?
the way he's saying it, 'cause it's the
you
Antarctic.
used to be in fucking Navy.
Whoa, whoa,
the
whoa.
fuck are you talking?
Jesus, he
Turn him down, turn him
I'm
down,
gonna have to
turn
mute
him
your
down.
fucking microphone. Let me at least get the words out. I've literally like sailed.
Oi,
I've
behave,
sailed
or
around.
you'll Kimura,
yeah. Don't let me get that fucking Kimura. Anyway, I've sailed the 7 seas and all that. I've been around the world on a ship. But what he's saying is about this Antarctic treaty. I'd never heard of it. Did you hear him talking about it?
I heard him talk
Basically
about
saying
it.
that like Antarctica.
What, someone stands on board and says, no,
You're not
can't
allowed
come
to
further than this.
I don't know how true it is. You're not allowed to go there. And he's basically saying that the flat Earth, like it's
Like a
bollocks.
glow, like a snow dome sort of thing.
All I can think is the Simpsons movie where they put the
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
what he's
that,
saying.
and it's
Yeah.
ice all the way around.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
The ice wall.
It's like Truman Show. They said, didn't they? Truman Show.
Truman
I
Show,
love that
yeah.
film. Great
Yeah.
film. But like you get to a point where it's just like it looks like it's sky. It looks like you're going, but all of a sudden just bang, and it's a wall. But if that was the case, why has no one who's like really big on the world is a globe? Why has no one gone and said, "Nah, get out way, I'm going."
Yeah.
You know, why has no one gone? Because surely it can be provable that there is no treaty as such.
What, Prince Harry's walked across Antarctic. What are we talking about here?
Antarctic is where the secret alien base is. That's what it is.
I'm aware with that.
That's
Yeah.
what it
the
is.
world's still round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going deep. We're going too deep. We need to pull ourselves out of
Yeah,
this fucking hole.
Jagger sends back. We'll be
You're
here
gonna
all
have-
day.
When Dean Garnett comes on, you have to come back. I'm going to do a
I
bit more
don't know if I
research.
can be here for
I'm
that
going to do a bit more
episode.
research because I've not
Yeah.
done any research. I just watched this one interview on Flat Earth. That's all.
I've watched like 2 or 3 videos, and like you say that this morning
Yeah.
one that got shared the other day, but I don't think it's true. I think it's got.
Do you know what it is, though?
It's definitely not true.
Whoa, how do you know?
How do you know?
How do you
Yeah.
know?
How do you know?
There's plenty of science to prove
You
it.
live and breathe. You live and breathe.
sail around the
yeah,
world.
but hey, I'm just playing devil's advocate. You live and breathe Eddie Bravo, and he thinks he's got a flat
Yeah,
Earth.
Eddie's
So,
big on it, isn't he?
stem
Do you know
cell-
the essence of this entire argument, this flat Earth thing, and why it even came about is just basically all it is down to is like the government,
Uneducated people.
the government. No, the root of why it even exists. This idea is it's basically people saying the government are lying to us. Everything we've been told is a lie, and that it's just another. It's like, yeah, the Earth's fucking flat. It's just basically doubting what the government tell you. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah.
It's just like extreme doubt. Like we live in the fucking Matrix kind of doubt.
I strongly believe that Philip Schofield came out as gay just so that we'd stop talking about coronavirus. I think that's
Yeah.
what happened this week. Like that happened.
I just thought.
No one cares that he's gay. Who gives a fuck?
I
He's
just
gay.
thought
It's
Mrs. had
2020.
found some of Holly's knickers and he were like, shit, how am I going to explain this?
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
But we stopped talking about coronavirus for a bit, didn't we?
yeah.
Well, only a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, still going in it.
If you want to go down that one, we can
Let's
go
not.
down the route of China being massively accused of hiding the numbers that have died, and there's a big mass fire going on in middle of Wu-Tang where they're burning up bodies.
Wu Tang.
The Wu-Tang
where-
Clan.
yeah,
Is that Wuhan?
yeah, that's the one. Wu-Tang. Where they're burning up bodies.
Yeah.
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 And then as that news broke, the
Shit,
day
he's
after,
been down these rabbit holes, hasn't he?
the death count jumped by about a good few thousand. Or like infected, I think, jumped by 14,000 in one day.
It's basically Resident Evil. If you've ever
Yeah.
watched it, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, the T virus.
But if we want to get back onto MMA,
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we were?
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that the
okay.
show?
We're
Is
Meant to
it?
be, oh, meant to be talking about MMA.
there were a rather big fight that happened
Yeah.
last weekend.
Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch it, the Bones fight?
I did watch it, mate. Yeah. At the time, I had it. I get Reyes.
Yeah,
At the
I
end
would
of the-
agree.
At the end of the fight, I get
3-2,
Reyes.
yeah.
3-2, yeah. He had rounds 1, 2, and 3 without a doubt for me. Obviously, spoke to a lot of people, and the arguments that they're putting forward, I can kind of see a
Yeah.
little bit. You know, maybe round 3, Jones pushing the
Yeah.
action. Maybe he got landed. Reyes landed more shots, but he was always on back foot. And then obviously there's this big thing: is do you score the takedowns?
Yeah.
Do you score them? Because he were down for what, maybe 2 seconds.
Yeah, he got back up. I don't think he should score them.
I don't.
Jesse's
because it's
going to be
not-
like, Jones won, I love Jones.
it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Like, if Reyes had won, I'd have been like, yeah, sound. When Jones won, I was like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
But after it, having discussions with the people, I'm kind of like, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. But I'd get Reyes.
Yeah. I
I think he did really
1-3,
well, and
yeah.
it's a shame for him because obviously that'd have been a huge thing
Oh,
for
yeah.
him, you know.
They're
And
talking about a
people-
rematch, aren't they?
Yeah,
Well,
I think a
I think-
rematch would be fair.
I think a rematch would be fair, but I think Jones is one of those fighters where if he has 2 cracks at you, I think he'll put Reyes away next.
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
I
he's
think
a smart guy, isn't he?
I think he'll put
A little bit
Reyes
like
away.
GSP. GSP, well, you know, when he lost to Matt Hughes, he's very smart, you know, and he just came back and dominated him or
Yeah.
whatever. He's, you know, he took one fight to kind of work him out and then beat him. I think GSP is still the GOAT.
See, I think my thing with Jones fight, so I'd
So
seen
I'm just gonna
result.
talk, I'll be back
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
sec.
go for it. Yeah.
I'd seen result at fight first, and they were utter outrage. They were biggest robbery in UFC. And then when I went back and watched the fight, I was like, okay, so he outscored him by 12 strikes, and John will push it pace, and will definitely win it final rounds. If it had kept going, it wasn't going in Reyes' favour. And I'm like, I didn't see the big outrage that everyone like. Let's go back to GSP, Johnny Hendricks. That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
bigger robbery.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
There's been far worse decisions. I was just
Yeah.
I think it
like, it were a close fight.
it made Jones look very human, didn't it? It made him.
Yeah,
he
it was
put some work
It was
on him.
getting pinged early
Yeah,
on,
he put
wasn't
some work on him,
But,
and people didn't expect it because he's this high and mighty fighter, and he made him look very human again, which is good. You know, it keeps it spicy. I like it. I want to see a rematch.
But
who
like
was the
going
judge
out-
who scored it 4-1 to Jones? I think that's the one that's like,
Tony Davis. I want
Yeah,
to
I think you can, because you can pretty much argue 3-2 either way. I think that there is an argument for 3-2 either way, but I don't think there's an argument for 4-1.
Nah.
To Jones.
Yeah, that 4-1. The 4-1 blew my mind when they said that. You know, what was the score? 49-46, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!
Yeah.
How can you score?"
There was some bad
4-1?
scoring that night. I mean, Joe Rogan outwardly said,
I
"You were like,
actually had a chance to watch the fight earlier. Is it a Rodriguez or something? Someone called Rodriguez. He got robbed. An earlier fight.
Yeah, I think that was first fight on card.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that one either.
I haven't watched it. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I heard that one was quite a bad judging decision.
Well, Rogan was outwardly saying like that fucking. He's not even watching the fight. Like you were calling
that
him
was
out.
the fight.
Was it? Yeah.
Where one of the judges had turned around and were talking to someone and
Flicking through Tinder.
didn't pay any attention to the first round. But
Going back, the thing is, that's the difference between a career. One, obviously, it's not so bad as boxing. Like boxing, there's a lot of undefeated guys, and in MMA, most guys have been beat at one point or another. It's very rare. Like obviously, you got your Khabibs. John Jones has got a loss, but he's undefeated. There's only a few of them, aren't there, that are undefeated but if you're on that rise and then you get beat, that's a big stump.
Yeah.
And that's changed that guy. What I forget. I think it's Rodriguez anyway.
Yeah.
If he's lost that fight, it's kind of like he's lost that big momentum. And if the guy's not even watching, you kind of think, come on, mate. You know,
Crazy,
it's unfair, isn't it? Go on, what were you saying?
I was just going to say, going back to the difference in strikes and John pushing the pace and what have you. So in rounds 2 and 3, I think Reyes landed 6 more strikes in each round. So you're John will pushing pace whole fight. So you've basically got one good combo, 6 punches together, or you've got 3 instances of a 1-2 or whatever, that he's been more aggressive to get them extra 6 strikes. Whereas John were pushing him backwards, basically, after the first round.
John Jones fan.
Yeah.
John Jones fan.
That's it.
John Jones fan.
Did you see the other fight on? I only watched 2 fights. I watched that one, and then I watched him that came in on 24 hours notice. I forget his name.
Oh, Kraus.
Yeah, Kraus. Did you see
If
that?
That's
fight?
how you say it. I didn't watch it now, but
It were unreal.
it
That.
was good. It got fight at night, don't it?
Yeah, I think he got fight at night.
Yeah.
Because other guy was obviously a stronger, powerful fighter, but he had his back on first round. He got on his back and he just couldn't quite finish it. And it went the distance, but it was a really good back and forth fight. And he. Who won?
I think that was first fight on main card, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Did Kraus win?
Kraus didn't win.
No, he
that,
didn't win that.
lost.
But
Yeah.
that again, I thought he could have gone either way. That fight, it was really good, impressive.
I was speaking to Scott about it. Scott Askham.
Yeah.
And we were saying that there's got to be something change, with way it's judged. There's got to be either, they talk about there's loads of different ideas, but more judges, or you have your judges there, but then there's obviously on the big shows, the main shows in the world, have people outsourced that watch it on telly. Obviously that's a theory, but that they watch it on telly and then they kind of phone in.
You could have a jury, 12 people or something.
There's got to be something, but then it's how you interpret it. There's got to be each judge will interpret fights in a different way. I was talking to one guy who trains with us, and he's like, it should just nothing matters apart from at the end who's winning. Because if you're in a fight in school as a kid or whatever, whoever looks worse at end, they lost.
But it's hard.
But then obviously I don't agree with that. I'm just saying
Because of the rounds,
innit? Yeah.
You're trying to win each round individually.
Yeah, I don't agree with what he's saying.
Maybe
Maybe,
like in
but
Pride,
it's different
That
ideas.
sort of Rogan covered that, and he backtracked on his words because he was I see Reyes getting first 3 rounds, but Jones won the fight.
Yeah, that's
It's
one
at
theory
the end
on
of the
it.
fight, Jones was the guy that were winning, and Reyes wasn't coming back. He were losing steam.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like Pride. They actually used to score Pride. So Pride was 1 10-minute round, 1 5-minute round, and then the judges scored the fight as a whole. So they would pick a winner based on the entire match, rather than each
than on
round.
rounds. Yeah. Because it's what?
But either way, whichever rule set you use, it's going to shaft someone.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
So,
Someone's
it's
going
hard
to get. But it's say it's a 5-round fight, 4 rounds. This guy comes out, picks him off, takes him down, holds him down, Khabibs him for 4 rounds, say. But he was never anywhere near putting the fight to a finish. And then round 5, the other guy comes out, crack, drops him, on him, swarms him, and then say bell goes, end of fight. Who wins that fight?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's the guy who wins rounds 1 through 4.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that be like, yeah, but he won. He nearly killed him. But Bell went, saved him. But then obviously, just put it on like no time limits. No time. No.
Let's just do
fight.
UFC 1.
Yeah,
again.
yeah. No time limit.
I love that shit.
Just circle it back round. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time. Circle it back round and just say, right, go. First one to sub him or knock
They
him
should
out.
do that. UFC should have like a super fight. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I bet it's not out of the realms of possibility with.
oh
given
yeah,
the-
we've
given
got
the
fucking
BMF.
McGregor,
Fighting
Mayweather,
Mayweather,
BMF shit. Like anything can happen. In
Yeah,
this
they,
time.
you know,
Speaking
they
of
can change
McGregor-
what they want.
McGregor, that's basically how Diaz McGregor 2 finished. With Diaz on top, and McGregor had been winning most at fight.
Yeah.
But when it finished and that bell went, Diaz were on top.
He
He'd
just
mount.
took him down, didn't
yeah,
he? He
Yeah,
just took him
pounding
down
on him,
and-
and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Don't look good when you then turn around and say, oh no, that guy lost. It's like, it was definitely in the position to fill someone in.
It's like Thai boxing when we had Richard Smith on talking about Thai boxing scoring. That's how they actually score a Thai fight. And a lot of people, if you watch Thai boxing, be like, why the fuck did he win? I don't understand that. But that's how it kind of works. So somebody can be winning for like 3 rounds, but then because it's not a 10-point must system, you can give somebody more points. So they could actually say it's quite close, but one guy's winning for 3 rounds, then one guy could get so many more
Smashes him in
points.
5th or something.
That would cancel out the other round.
Yeah.
So you could actually win a Thai boxing fight in 1 round on points.
Yeah.
Which is, but I think Thai boxing, when you've watched a lot of it, and it is fucking mind blowing, and to educate all the people watching under that
That's how
scoring
it
system
works.
as well. Yeah,
you're
I think
struggling.
yeah.
But it's like, who's it? Is it Paul Craig who like he got battered for 3
Yeah, and then
rounds
he just
and then
landed that
triangled?
triangle.
Like we're a second to go,
Yeah.
and he wouldn't fight.
Yeah.
It's like
But that's decisive, isn't it?
that's decisive. He's got
He's
the finish.
he's
Yeah,
tapped
he's
him,
got
yeah.
the finish. But you know, it's obviously you just got to make sure you get finished, ain't you?
Imagine like 2 seconds later, so maybe he's about to tap and the bell rings, then it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Exactly. It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like someone said, I can't remember who it was, but they said it's the only sport, obviously boxing as well, loosely, but it's the only sport where you don't see it score. You know, like football, you know what score is.
Yeah,
you know you're 2 goals down. You know, American football, they have big scoreboard, but in MMA, you're going into the 5th round and you don't know what score it is. And they're like, they're like, this person, I can't remember who, they're like, why can't we change it? Why can't, after each round,
They put a score up.
Yeah, you
Imagine
know.
you're on a screen.
Imagine how
Yeah,
entertaining
yeah.
that would
Fuck,
be.
I'm down a round.
Yeah, I'm down around.
You fight
it'll
harder,
make better
won't you?
fights.
Yeah.
It'll make better fights.
Yeah, I do agree, yeah.
Or it'll make worse fights because someone knows they're up rounds and just run away.
Yeah.
Rather than thinking, is it even? Do I
Yeah.
need to go at
I
him
think
for
it'd
this?
get more
You know?
exciting because those that are down, would be like going like hell for leather trying to finish. Obviously,
they've
they're
got
going
it.
to need a finish, aren't they? You know.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Yeah, that'd be. They should trial
interesting,
it.
isn't
They
it?
should
It's
try. They
interesting.
should trial
Can we
it.
trial it on risk?
Yeah.
What, on this best of the rest?
On this best of the
Yeah.
rest.
Is this going to be like a 3-3s or 3-5s?
So what I'm gonna do is
5-5s.
I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna do the first 2 fights. So the quarters and the semis are gonna just be 1 round, 5 minutes. Okay, and then the final will be 3 5s full. Yeah.
Full rules,
Yeah.
all in.
Because what I'm guessing is a lot of fights will just end in the first round.
Mm.
You know.
Oh, there's going to be bodies hitting floor, isn't there?
But then I think when it gets to the final, obviously I'm hoping that the 2 finalists are more evenly matched.
Evenly matched and it
'cause
creates a proper
they've
fight
gone
as
through,
such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. I'm excited.
I'm excited for it. It's made my day finding that news. You know what I mean? There's something to look forward to
it's
now.
gonna be crazy.
You know.
And then we can do more in future with other guys. But yeah,
What's next
just
on your
for
list?
my own entertainment.
I think that's pretty much about it, unless you
What about Valentina?
Oh, I love it. Obviously, like you
She's a
say,
beast.
coming from a Taekwondo background yourself as well,
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll appreciate.
Yeah, I've trained with
as
her
well.
at Tiger.
Have you? Yeah.
yeah. She was a beast.
She's just bloody good, isn't she? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And that spin reverse turn kick, that spin up kick that she lands. Obviously,
Yeah.
it lands with ball at foot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But in a way, I kind of love them more. Like obviously, one of my favourite knockouts was Barboza Etim.
Yeah.
Just starched him, didn't it? I think Etim's still lying there like that now.
it never been
But-
the same since then.
Yeah, but But in a way, what Valentina did was it was kind of like a little bit of a bitch slap. It's like, it's like, hey, have that sort of thing. I think it was better than knocking her out with it in a way. Just sort of like, but yeah, she's got really good kicks. But then when she looks strong in transitions as well, and looks strong on ground. It's going to take some beat. I want her to fight the Cejudo thing.
Yeah.
I'd love that to happen. Yeah, because I think she does Cejudo, mate. I think she'll get it.
I think that's got to happen at some point, like in the very near future, is to cross over.
Yeah. Oh, the amount of things that are coming out now.
It has actually happened before. I can't remember the girl's name. I'm sure she was like Russian or something, but she did fight a man. She lost.
Yeah, I'm going to say,
not
like being sexist, but testosterone states that men are stronger. So even if the same weight class.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know. I can't remember if it were Thai. One of them two, so just pure striking, and they took like a woman who were like prime, not like over ill, prime, and I don't know if she were world champion or European champion, but good level, and took some guy who was like he'd maybe had a couple fights, but very early doors, and put them together in this fight, and they said to the guy, like, "Are you going to take it easy on her because she's a girl as such?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm going to fight her."
Yeah, and
he smashed her, but she was like top at the game, same weight in that. But he absolutely smashed her. And everyone was saying, see, men will always win in the fight. But Valentina Shevchenko...
Yeah, she's a different animal.
She'll beat most guys, no problem. Do you know?
100%.
Like, me, absolutely take my head off. World-class, like, wrestler, like, top-level MMA fighter. I don't see it.
I think at that level, I don't know. It's all mental as well. You know, you look at the military now; they've let women into the special forces, into the Marines, and I've worked alongside some female officers, and I've the resilience. If they're technically good and they've they've got the skills in grappling and wrestling, like you said, they might not be as strong a striker, but they've got to be up there to be able to clean somebody out to get to that level. Look at Shevchenko; that's a prime example. I want to see it.
As I said, clear most people out, not a problem, but not the. Top,
not the upper echelon.
I think there's a chance. I just think there's a chance. I think there's a very good chance. I just think
you could see where every time she was throwing a punch or a kick, it would just like whack. It was solid, like fucking.
The proof in it is pretty much
bang.
The transgender athletes now, when they transition from a male to a female and then start fighting women, and it's like they weren't doing in males division. And as soon as they go over to females division, they're like world champions.
So what Jessup's actually telling us now is he's doing ADCC, but he's entering the women's.
He's currently
I'm
going
gender
through
fluid.
Yeah.
I just transitioned.
He's about 4 weeks into his treatment.
He's actually going to compete in the male and female division on the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you discriminate, then that's your problem.
We sat there wondering why we haven't got more sponsors. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird how these things come about.
Anyway, we'll finish off. We'll just chat a little bit about your fight before we get off.
Yeah.
So, obviously, like you say, you're coming to the end of the camp now. So we've got a week on Saturday. What have you done anything in particular? Have you looked at your opponent, or have you just concentrated on your kind of you're doing?
I think you've got to look at them, haven't you? You know, you in my opinion, you'd be silly not to, look at who you're going to be fighting, because I'm not saying that they're going to do things exactly the same, obviously, but you've got to look and get an idea of how they move, what sort of movement they've got, where they look good, where the holes may be as such. So we have looked, but we're not like focusing on it like, he does this, let's do this sort of thing. But yeah, we have looked into it, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's a huge fight for me. Like I say, we're just on sort of like the last push now. This next sort of like 4 days or so.
Yeah.
And then fight week next week. Obviously, we'll see what happens. But
when are you gonna head up? Because it's in Dublin, right?
Yeah.
So when are you gonna head there?
We'll go over Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning,
yeah. Yeah, we'll fly over Wednesday morning.
Get on an IV or some Guinness, so you just get acclimatised.
Yeah. Get in.
Irish EPO, they call it.
Get some proper whiskey down and go back to some old man in a pub. And
go and whack it. Go and lay in some bird's bed.
Be a good career starter for you, that.
Yeah.
But we'll go out Wednesday morning.
Yeah, cool. And then, so what is this featherweight, right?
Feather, yeah.
Feather. Because you a couple of years ago there was talk about going down to bantamweight.
Yeah, we actually had a bantamweight fight with them sort of like done, and then it didn't work. We had a change of opponent, signed that, and then another change of opponent. And ended up at one point we were almost fighting 70 because I have fought 70 before. It was Morgan Starkey. That were at 70, wasn't it?
That's when you injured your shoulder.
That's when I did my shoulder. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So I have fought 70 before, but it's not me now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think 62 is definitely sort of like on cards, you know, getting down to bantam. It's something that we're definitely looking at. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, cool.
But this one's at feather.
Feather, yeah. Nice. So your opponent's Kieran Clark.
Yeah.
Because he did like the IMAF tournaments, I believe.
Yeah, I think he'd compete over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him doing that. So, like,
what did you think to him?
Yeah, I can't remember watching him fight or whatever, but I know he'd gone like a few years in a row. He'd done like the Europeans and the World. I think he never quite made like the final four or whatever. You know,
he's had quite a big amateur career.
Yeah. I think he like won a couple of fights and then just didn't get to like the semis. You know. Of those tournaments, so he's got quite a few amateur fights, but I think he's 1-0 pro, right?
Yeah, his last fight was that last Dublin show. Yeah, that last Bellator Dublin show he fought on that. So he's 1-0, I'm 1-0, so we're both coming into it 1-0. Yeah,
great fight.
So how? So getting onto a show like Bellator as a 1-0 fighter, how does that come about? Because obviously you look at pro fighters in your gym, they've got a lot more pro fights under the belt. How does it all come about? This, you know, just as a fan, like asking.
Get you sent a viral video on Rogan.
Yeah,
that's what I was sort of alluding to.
I don't want to put me send down like and say that I don't deserve it as such. But like you say, there's a lot of guys that are, you know, they might be 7-0 or 7-1, 8 and had quite a good pro career. Yeah. I'm 1-0, and I'm on it, and I don't want to put me send down and say I don't deserve it. But yeah, it's that. To be fair, like a viral video or something like that.
Because that's what I wanted to ask.
Joe Rogan,
because we've spoken about it so many times, like about how important it is to have that presence online, and if that is a help to get you there. Like,
100%.
A valid fighter, and
I feel like it was sort of like off the back of that, you know, and then that gets you that recognition, and then I got like Ryan Hall. He asked me out, he invited me out, so obviously it gets your name out there. Something big like that gets your name out there.
Yeah.
And obviously it's something that Bellator have seen and they've thought, hang about it, you know.
Yeah, we'll jump on this guy early. Yeah. You know, they've seen you training with Ryan Hall. Yeah. So they're like, let's get this guy, you know, and grow him into something.
And he just sort of messaged. He messaged me and said, sort of like, all right, you know, what you fancy it, sort of thing. So I rings up Murphy and I said, I've just had this message, and I said, he wants your number, obviously being my manager and that. Let's go, and then it got sort of like in the pipeline and stuff, and sort of got working. But like you say, I've only had one fight, but obviously one of my amateur knockouts were a pretty big deal as such. Yeah. I hate saying it like that, but it was. It was quite special in a way. You don't see too many of them sort of finishes, do you?
Yeah,
so
cool.
I think pretty much it's just all off the back of that kick. But the thing is that it's one of them where like Murphy hates that kick. He's like it's bane of my life, that kick, because everyone sees that kick and they just think, oh, that's it, sort of thing. But I like to think I've got other bits and bobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got a lot. You know, how many amateur fights did you have?
I had six amateurs.
Yeah, so you had that, but you've had all. You know, you've competed in all. You know, in traditional martial arts as well, and done that all your life, so you've got all that experience as well. It's not
that's like, it. Yeah. It's not like I've only just started. I've been training. I've been training 22 years coming up, and I've had a lot of fights, and I've competed jiu-jitsu, competed kickboxing, competed taekwondo, and all that different experience. But yeah,
it's amazing.
I take it like, you know.
Yeah, it's class.
Because it one of the things it came up and I was like, oh, that's amazing. We've got to jump on this opportunity, because you don't get too many of them, do you?
And obviously in Dublin, you know, you fight an Irish guy or whatever, they're looking for the next McGregor as well, aren't they? At the same time. Yeah. So it's like there's a lot of these sort of Irish guys with one or two fights. They're signing them as well because they're just trying to let's try and capture that next star who's coming out of Ireland.
Yeah. Well, they like jumped on like MVP, didn't they?
Yeah,
McAvin and Page, obviously same background as myself, jumped on him, and now obviously he's going from strength to strength in his fights. Obviously took that loss, didn't he, to Lima, but stuff like that. They're the types of people that they want in the promotion.
Yeah.
People that are flashy, people that are going to get these finishes, people that look good, people that talk good. It's one of them things that I hate. You know, I hate like trash talking and all that stuff, and like, but they want them sorts
Just
of.
do the Wonder Boy and just be like the
nicest
nice guy ever.
Yeah.
It's so
Well,
nice.
this is the thing. Like me Instagram, I'm not that great on it, to be honest. I don't post enough, and I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to get better at it and do more things. But then I say to our Danny, like, I'll do something, and our Danny will be like, "What are you doing that for?" I said, "You kind of have to.
Yeah.
You kind of have to do this. You have to get followers. You have to do this." He's like, "Nah." He's not bullshit. He says, "Did Fedor start posting stuff on Instagram?" And
Does Fedor even have Instagram?
Yeah. He's like, "Did Fedor?" No, he just chained, went in, smashed and walked out, and then he became best in world as such. But you do kind of have to do it, don't you?
Yeah, it's different
You know what I
now.
mean?
Like Fedor's from that old school culture.
Yeah, that's what I say to him.
Tyson was the same. Tyson used to walk to the ring, no music.
Yeah.
He had black shorts, no sponsors.
Yeah.
You know, but now we live in the days where, you know, somebody has to buy into you. So you have to be out there, don't you?
And they didn't have the opportunity that you've got now. Like, you've got a platform, so you can build on it. You know, you have got these social platforms that you've got 100% control over, so you can build on it and build the personal brand that you want to go out there. You know, obviously McGregor was the trash talker, and obviously Wonderboy's the nice guy. So you can choose which road you go down, or it could just be the grey man. But that probably won't help your career as much as if you do sort of.
I think for me it'd take a lot for me to start being a bit of a dick to him. You know, it'd take a lot for me. They'd have to do something pretty disrespectful or something. But throughout mine, just for me, I'm always going to be respectful about it. And like you say, a bit like Wonder Boy path.
Yeah, it's that
as
traditional
such.
martial arts background, innit? You know, you're teaching kids and stuff like that, so you got to be a good role model for them. and stuff.
Exactly. But
No, it's good. It's class, isn't it? Like, it's good that the opportunities come about, and like.
yeah, I've got to take it now.
Yeah,
I've got to
take
take
it with
now.
both hands and enjoy it. That's the main thing,
put
isn't it?
in
As
a
well?
good performance. Enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it next Saturday. Well, enjoy all next week.
Yeah.
Being
Enjoy
part
it,
of it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then obviously put in a good shift on night, get it done, and then look forward to the next one, sort of thing. You know what I mean? And then it can just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, definitely. So how can people tune into this fight? Do you know any of the details?
I think they stream it on because I'm on prelims. I think they said I'll be at third fight.
Yeah.
I think I've said I'll be at third fight. Looking at around about R5, something like that. So I don't know. I think I
Down
said
at sixth on here.
sixth fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's right. Could be sixth. I don't know. But I think I read somewhere that you can watch it on Bellator app. But then someone's told me that it's on Facebook. They stream it on Facebook.
Right.
Yeah. Because definitely you'll be ready to fight. Your hands will be wrapped. You'll be like fucking in the zone. Your phone will be going off like, yeah. Have you got a link to your
Have you
fight?
got a link?
Got a link
Yeah.
to your fight, mate.
You got a link?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Let's get your
Leave me
phone and
alone.
just throw it. Yeah.
But no, I think
Happens every time.
when I find out for sure, I'll put a post up and obviously say sort of like where to watch it and that. But
Yeah.
I think it's going to be on Facebook, like streamed
Class.
on Facebook. So
where can people find you? You know, if they want to follow you and check you out. Where,
I'm here.
Give us
Obviously,
your address.
yeah. No, just obviously follow me stuff on Instagram and that. It's just Jamie Faulding.
Yeah.
Jamie Faulding. Follow me stuff on Instagram. Keep up to date on what I'm doing and that, and just see how far I can take it. Really, you know. Like I say, I've got Instagram and I ain't got Twitter. I never got on that.
Yeah, I've got Twitter, but I just never use it.
I never got on that.
I've probably got loads of people like abusing me on there that I've not even looked at. But
No, I never got on Twitter,
I don't
but
think I was-
Instagram and Facebook.
I don't think yours is still live anymore. Like, I had a look for it over there. Because we've got, there's an All Stars page that we don't use
Yeah.
either.
I'm sure it is.
Have you got a
There's two,
Facebook
mate.
page as well?
Yeah. So obviously it's just my name, Jamie Faulding, on Facebook and Instagram. And if you like it, follow. Although Joe Rogan don't follow me, so I won't bother.
That's bollocks,
You know,
that. Isn't it?
honestly,
Is it killed you?
It killed me, yeah. Because obviously I went from this massive high. He's like, I've got to follow him, and I kept checking. And I'm like, he's not followed me yet. He's not followed
You
me.
need-
When you win at weekend, right? That's when you need to call him out.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, you didn't follow me.
Yeah.
You're playing that lad.
That's when you've got to do it.
Don't me follow.
You're taking everything
There may be a video out before then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so chuck me a follow and have a look.
Definitely
Sweet.
check out his stuff on.
Channel 5 and Spike TV. UK for Bellator.
Oh, there you go.
That was easy, wasn't it?
There you go.
But yeah, definitely check out his stuff. And thanks for coming down, mate. It's been
I
class.
appreciate it, mate. It's been good chatting,
And
talking about old times and
man.
new times of what's to come. Best of the rest. I'm excited for that. And then obviously, it's been good chatting.
Yeah.
Chris has said you've got a t-shirt coming.
Have I got one coming?
Must be in the post.
Yes, Chris. Thank you
So,
very much.
Check out Protection Racket Clothing.
Love
check
it.
out Amazing Green CBD. And we'll see you, or maybe see you next week. I won't be here, but we'll figure something out.
We'll look forward to a nice highlight reel KO finish as well, going viral.
Oh, imagine if I do.
There you go.
Imagine if I do.
Spinning. It's got to be something spinning this time.
You want the spin?
Yeah.
Well, this
No
is
pressure.
Finish him.
This is thing, you know. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice to. I just want to get a win. I just want to get the win. But I've thought to say, imagine if I go out there, just get another one of them. That'd be just. It'd skyrocket me. I'll try. I'll give it a go.
See what happens.
What you remember is when you're massive, or you come back when you're a big time.
Yeah. I'll come back.
Class. Right. Catch you all later. Thanks for watching and listening.
Cheers, guys.
Laters.
Cheers.